What's going on, guys? Mr. Poggio. Got my fedora on. And we're going to be looking at instruction for this week, 420 to 424. So, some new stuff for this week. You may have noticed, of course, I got some more videos. I'm making this video right now for the week 420, 424. I have a worksheet for you on colliding turtles, and remember the video that Mrs. Q made and the video that I'm making are examples of what to do with that worksheet. So these all kind of go together, 2, 3, and 3A, Mrs. Q's video. I go with a little bit more in detail on extension with landmarks. Q focuses on the basic model with colliding turtles. Either way, everything is going to be explained when it comes to your coding task with colliding turtles. And reminder, I have a link down here for all the assignments outlined for us a quarter. And lastly, if you want to look day by day, by week, or just the coding Corona folder in general, I got that all for you there. Now, the important things going on this week. On the 20th, we're going to be watching Bill Gates. Let's see if I could fit. There we go. Today on 420, you guys watched Bill Gates on his TED Talk with the next outbreak, and you did a Schoology discussion on that. You're going to be starting colliding turtles tomorrow, which is Tuesday. You're also going to set up your Screencastify account. You'll see how I have a code to get you guys an upgraded version of Screencastify because you're going to be submitting all of your coding tasks via Screencastify. So from now on, when you're done with the coding test, you're going to make a video, and then you'll see I have a link for you to submit that video. I've been showing you examples of students along the way too. On Wednesday, we are going to watch a video on Transecting Malaysia with Blue Latitudes. You might remember them. They were the group, Emily and Amber from Blue Latitudes, that originally broke us down on what was going on with this whole rigs to reef concept and the decommissioning of oil rigs. Well, the reason we're doing that Wednesday is actually for Friday, because Friday at 1:30 p.m. we got some very special opportunity where you were going to have a meet and greet with Emily and Amber from Blue Latitude. So that's going to be really cool. They're going to tell you about all the things they've done with Blue Latitude and Transecting Malaysia in particular. If you guys remember that dive rig that I showed you, the oil rig that was converted into a scuba dive hotel. Yeah, that's where they went. So you're going to see a video all about it. It's kind of long. It's about 35 minutes, but you guys will really like it. And then on Thursday, we're doing a data dive, and this is on your corona population. So that's our task for the week. Let's take a look here, and I'll break you down day by day a little better. But this would be the video link. So you're going to take a look at, usually it pops up. Let me see if I can try that again. We're going to be taking a look at Bill Gates's TED Talk on, there he is, on a future outbreak. He did that in 2015. And again, you're going to discuss what's going on in that video on schoology. And here's your setup link for your Screencastify account. So I got you broken down all the things you need to do here. And your assignment with the worksheet. So step by step, this is one where Q really broke you down step by step on how to do your code. Don't forget about the slides. I went into a lot of detail with the task 2 Corona coding video. So make sure you use these slides. They're a really good reference on what to do with your code. I gave you some tips on some things that you might want to consider on the slides. And Mrs. Q gave you a model video. That's right here. I haven't linked it yet, but I'll put my video right here. Of course, that link is already up here at the top with number 3, Coding Corona, Colliding Turtles and Extensions. That's my video. So I'll link that again down here shortly. And lastly, for Tuesday, you don't have to complete it. I'll give you till Friday. Here, we'll give you about 3 days of coding. But you have task number 2, Coding Turtles, where you're going to submit that Screencastify right here. And keep going to Wednesday. There's your video. Here's Transecting Malaysia. If you don't believe me, here's a little bit. I definitely want to show you guys some of the intro here when you're looking at things going on for the week, because you might recognize Emily and Amber from our very first video when I introduced this whole idea of ecosystems in rigs to reef and what's going on with commissioning of oil rigs. So you might recognize this oil rig platform, huh? And you get to hear a little bit about the perspective of young marine biologists and what they're trying to do to have a positive impact and support the environment with some positive outcomes for the decommissioning of oil rigs. And let's see, I think we'll get to see Emily and Amber. You might recognize them. There they are. See if they pop up here in a second. But those are the two young ladies that we will be having our meet and greet with on Friday at 1:30 p.m. We're going to do that on Zoom. So Mrs. Q is going to send out a link. It's actually already in your weekly tasks, but you're going to get through and watch a little bit more on this video. There's also a schoology discussion with that. So take that there. And I actually showed you guys the original video I showed you quite some time ago with our Rigs to Reef project. And then Thursday, you have a data dive. I got some instructions for you right here. You're going to get in some pretty important data on a population of your choice. Remember, you get to pick the population and the spread of coronavirus, whether it's a country, whether it's a human subgroup, for example, Italy, New York. I modeled the United States, but maybe you want to look at age groups or male or female or pre-existing medical conditions. You get to pick the population of your choice. You're going to be answering these questions as you go through. And you have a specific instructions and slides of how to make your data blitz or data dive. Data blitz is what we're calling it. And I got a really good example that Q made for us. So if you take a look at her Screencastify, she's already made you a really, really informative data dive, or again, a data blitz. It's like a football term, blitz, where she went through and looked at the population specific to Orange County. Oops, I think I clicked the wrong link here. Sorry, guys. And where's her data blitz example? Here you go. So I would definitely suggest watching this. It's only a minute or so, but this is a good idea of what to expect for your data dive, because it's not just copy and pasting. I want to make sure that you have accurate data. I want to make sure that, just like Mrs. Q's video, you can't see her. I don't think she does the webcam in this video, but she does narrate to it. I know you can't hear it, but she narrates over it and talks about not just what's going on with the data, but also about maybe the future and economic reopening, and mentions Disney. You could see how she also included links to everything that she found when it came to her data dive. So OC Public Health website, I think that's where she got this one right here. But you could see she included the links to her data. So it's not just random stuff. She's actually showing where she collected her data and her research, and essentially works cited or links. And lastly, on Friday, you're just going to hit this Zoom link right here at 1:30, and we're going to have a really fun meet and greet with Blue Latitudes. And then you're going to submit. So all Friday, we're just going to be wrapping up your coding with colliding turtles, and we're preparing for next week, where I'm going to give you your self-coding test. So we're getting to the point now where next week we're really going to be looking at code, and hopefully we're not beginners anymore, and hopefully we got a little bit of background knowledge on what coding is and moving forward. So if you got any questions, feel free to email me. That's what's going on for the week of 420 to 424, and I'll see you guys in our synchronous learning on Schoology. See ya.